Good morning, everybody. So earlier today, we got the CPI numbers and we also got the core numbers for inflation. CPI actually went up 0.1% month over month. However, the inflation right now is 8.3%, and last month the inflation was 8.5%, which has dropped down from 9.1. So it went 9.1, 8.5, 8.3. We are actually expecting 8.2%. So yeah, it sucks. And the market is starting to react to it, which we'll get into in just a moment. But maybe, just maybe, it's going to be a little bit of an overreaction and the market is going to cool off. Pre-market, before the report, everything was green. Now everything is red. Core, which is everything minus gas and food, which makes no sense to me, whatever, is also up 0.6% to 6.3%. It was at like 5.9, I believe, last report, and now it's at 6.3. Very, very bad. The core is bad. So now what's going to happen? Later on this month, I'm going to be filming it live. The Federal Open Market Committee is going to be meeting. They're going to be raising by 75 basis points. Don't be worried. It's not going to be 100 basis points. It's going to be 75 basis points. They're not going to rug pull us. This is expected. The reason that we have 75 basis points in the next FOMC meeting, and we kind of already expecting it. It's not coming out of left field. I think this is kind of going to calm the markets, and it wasn't a terrible inflation report. We missed by 0.1 expectations. It's not terrible. Now, I have been tracking oil. I have been tracking gas. I have been tracking energy this entire time over probably the last 2.5 months. The reason why the inflation is not skyrocketing, at least for the regular consumer price index, is because energy is going down, because gas is going down, because oil is going down, and it has been going down for quite a while now. Ever since June 10th or so, everything's been going down. So let's actually read the report and maybe we could dig a little deeper to what actually happened. The consumer price index for all urban consumers rose 0.01% in August, and that increased us to 8.3% over the last 12 months. The increase in shelter, food, and medical care indexes were the largest of many contributors to the broad-based monthly all items increase. These increases were mostly offset by 10.6% decline in gasoline index. Now, yes, inflation didn't go up, but I'm kind of happy that everything's being offset with the gasoline index. Because I've been tracking the price of oil, because I've been tracking the price of gas, this is what I'm contributing to a decrease of inflation. And although inflation is down on a 12-month period, we did have a slight increase of 0.1%. So the offset of gas was not enough to offset all inflation. And one of the main things is because besides for like gasoline gas, the actual utility of gas is actually up 3.5%. I know this sounds like a foreign language to you guys, so I'm going to make it really, really simple. Gas prices are going down. Oil prices are going down. Because of this, the price of inflation is going down, right? The price of goods is going down. However, it's not enough to offset inflation altogether. So yes, inflation is going down. Inflation is not increasing as hard as it was before. It's kind of like literally a battle. And I really did think that inflation was going to decrease more aggressively than what we have right now. However, gasoline is offsetting the price of inflation. Gasoline is offsetting the price of goods. The problem is right here. Indexes for all items less food and energy rose 0.6% in August, a larger increase than in July. The indexes for shelter, medical care, household furnishing, and operations, new vehicles, motor vehicle insurance, and education were among those that increased over the month. There were some indexes that declined in August, including those for airline fares, communications, and used car sales. The used car is a very, very good one. Airfares, communication, whatever, not really a big thing. So core actually went up, and core is what the Federal Open Market Committee actually looks on and kind of base their raising of the federal funds rate. So I'm kind of scared to see what Jerome Powell is going to say when they're going to have their next meeting, which is going to be later on this month. We're going to be filming it live. Now, a lot of people ask me, Adam, what do you actually look at when you're looking at inflation? So this is what it actually looks at. So all items, 8.3%, right? Food is up 11.4%. Food at home is up 13.5%. Food home away, up 8%. And what you got to be looking at is actually on the chart on the left. There's an August, a July, a June, so on and so forth. So the one on August is what you're looking at. Did inflation go up for a specific sector, specific item, or did inflation actually go down? For example, food is up 0.8%. Food at home is up 0.7%. Food away from home is up 0.9%. Energy is down 5%. Energy commodities is down 10%. Gasoline is down 10.6%. Fuel oil, 5.9%. What went up was the utility piped gas services, which went up 3.5%, which I think is one of the reasons why we have a contribution to this inflation right now. And this is how you read an inflation chart, right? And then you compare month over month. So February, all items went up 0.8, March 1.2, April 0.3, May 1.0, June 1.3, July, inflation did not go up. And August inflation went up by 0.1%. So is this bad? It's not great. Is this terrible? I'm not sure. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I really don't know. I don't know how to read this. It went up barely, but it did go up. But core went up a lot more than people expected. So what's going to happen now is you're going to have the Federal Open Market Committee, and you're going to have something called the PPI, which is the Producer Price Index. So this is the Consumer Price Index. Soon we're going to get something called the PPI, which is the Producer Price Index. And that's kind of like the inflation for wholesalers. While the consumer, this is the inflation that we actually, pay. And then there's going to be something called the Consumer Sentiment Report, which we're going to be reporting live on this channel for all of these reports. And when we put all these reports together, you become a mini economist. Now, this is the market. The market absolutely tanked. This is the NASDAQ. You could see very, very easy. The NASDAQ all of a sudden tanked. When did it tank? You're going to see the timing right here. It literally tanked right around that 8 o'clock, right? It went from 12,889 to 12,115, right? It just literally tanked. And it's not just the NASDAQ. And our lovely, lovely stocks, Palantir is down 4%. Crypto is down. So MicroStrategy is down 6.8%. I'll go into crypto in just a moment. NVIDIA is down. Unity is down. Tesla is down. Snow is down. AI, C3, AMD, Hood, everything is down. Literally nothing is up. Like nothing is up. It's really, really crazy. I do have a buy order for $5,000 this morning in the public Patreon account because I figured that I honestly thought the market was going to be up. I'll be honest. And I wanted to ride the wave. The market is going to be down. And that's okay. I might be able to buy some stocks cheap and the market might recover a little bit later. There's going to be a lot of news throughout the day and see what people are going to say. If people are going to come out with a bullish or a bearish sentiment, hawkish or dovish. Maybe one of the Federal Reserve governors is going to come out and talk about what's happening with inflation. I don't know. Guys, and cryptocurrency was not saved. Bitcoin literally took a shit, 22.8 to 21.3, right? If you look at Algorand literally took a shit. It went to 30 cents from 33, 32 cents. Everything is going down. Even HBAR, right? HBAR, which is going to be listed on Coinbase, which was doing so freaking good, also took a dump. Guys, at the end of the day, you can't time a market. All you could do is dollar cost average. You could try to make your thesis. You could try to make your predictions, and you can get it right. I was right about the gas. I was right about the oil, but I couldn't factor in all the other things that's happening. I honestly thought that gasoline and oil prices was going to bring down the cost of everything else and going to bring down inflation, including food delivery, including consumer goods, all of that. But it didn't. So there's a problem here. And I got to reevaluate and reanalyze what's happening. The core is the problem. The regular inflation, 0.1, okay. The core, 0.6, very, very bad. I got to analyze and see what's happening. Thank you so much. I hope you guys like this little bit of a news update. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. The Berg is out.